Hello and welcome to a fast introduction for LMStudio. This is a bullet speed introduction to downloading and using LMStudio at your local machine. One of the freely available tools for using LLMs locally is LMStudio. LMStudio is available in all platforms, Windows, Mac, and Linux. The way you download it is just pressing the download. I am using Linux. I download it under the download directory and move the binary file a specific directory that I will use specifically for LMStudio. The application comes as an app image. So in order to run it, you need to change the file permissions to allow the file to be executable using the chmod command line. Then you can run it and verify the version at the top as a sanity check. When LMStudio starts, you'll see different menus for chatting, searching, and other functionalities. You can find most popular models here, but you can also search for a specific model using its Hugging Face name or through the search window. I prefer to search for models generated by LMStudio. In the search results, you'll see the statistics of your VRAM. I'm using an NVIDIA RTX 4090, so I have 24 GB VRAM and 96 of system RAM. When downloading a model, make sure it fits within your available capacity. You can search for models based on the most downloaded or the most recent. For example, I will pick one model created by Microsoft called Phi. You'll find different versions of the models and their RAM requirements. There are certain conventions. FP32 means 32-bit floating point, which offers the highest accuracy for model weights and activations. FP16 is half precision and quantization reduces the memory footprint. Q8 means 8-bit integers, Q5 means 5-bit, and so on. These standards help reduce the weight's memory footprint. While 8-bit is often sufficient, FP32 and FP16 provide more accuracy but consume more memory. Once you decide on a model and press download, it will appear in the download area. After it finishes downloading, you can start chatting using the model. Once you pick a model for download, you can download multiple models and start seeing all of those downloaded models through the My Models menu. They are downloaded to a specific folder. Recall that each model has a footprint on both the hard disk and the memory. For each model, there is something called a preset. You can configure this preset. Some models come with a predefined preset, while others may need to be defined or at least configured. Let's pick one of the very popular models, Llama 3, the 8 billion parameter version. This means the model has 8 billion parameters. I use Llama from this repository using the 8 billion parameter model with 8-bit quantization, and the preset is Llama 3. In order to load it, go to the chat and create a new chat. Select the model, named Llama 3 Smug, then accept the new system prompt. The system prompt is very important because it configures the model into a certain mode of operation, whether you want the model to be professional, funny, critical, or something else. In our case, the model uses at least 8 GB of RAM. Once loaded, you will see the VRAM and RAM usage as well as the CPU usage. Each model has a system prompt. For Llama 3, the default prompt sets the model to be a helpful, smart, kind, efficient AI assistant that always fulfills user requests to the best of its ability. The advanced configuration panel allows you to adjust various model parameters. The context field is crucial for maintaining coherence in longer conversations or when working with larger amounts of text. It represents the amount of previous text the model can remember and use to inform its responses. The temperature setting, which you've set to 0.8, controls the randomness of the model's outputs. A higher temperature, closer to 1.0, makes the model's responses more diverse and creative, while a lower temperature, closer to 0.0, makes the outputs more focused and deterministic. Your setting of 0.8 strikes a balance between creativity and coherence. The n_predict field, set to -1 in your case, determines the maximum number of tokens the model will generate in its response. A value of -1 typically means there's no set limit, allowing the model to continue generating text until it reaches a natural stopping point or encounters other stopping criteria. The most important thing that you still need to configure is the GPU. When an LLM model is loaded by the application, you can take an advantage of your fast GPU memory and split the model layers between the CPU RAM and the GPU VRAM. Configuration is easy with a simple slider. If you set it to max, the application will try to load the whole model into the GPU's VRAM. If successful, you'll get excellent speed performance. If the application complains when you try to chat with the model, you need to reduce the slider until the model fits in both the CPU RAM and GPU VRAM. You can keep the rest of the parameters to its default, or consult the documentation if you need further tuning. This concludes the first part of the LMStudio tutorial, where we cover downloading, installing, and configuring it. The next parts will show how to use LMStudio for different use cases.